Hey all, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to take a quick look at a demo called Half Sword. It's a bit nuts. You start the game and it asks you how gruesome or grotesque you want the game to be. There is a lot of blood and gore in this game, and a lot of decapitation. Half Sword is I guess they call it a physics-based medieval combat simulator, and it's pretty brutal. It's only a demo at the moment. The game is still in development, but this gives you a good idea what it's going to be like. So I wanted to take a very fast look at this. We'll obviously do a proper look when the game actually releases. But at the moment in the demo, what you need to do is just kind of level up to these different ranks that I'm going through here. You start off at the bottom and just work your way up. So we'll have a quick look. So you start off in this little arena, and you basically just hold down G to select the kind of fight you want to do. First one is just a fist fight. The second is a big melee fight. Sometimes you start with weapons. Sometimes you got to kind of pick weapons up off the floor. And starting out in peasant mode, it's all like basic weapons, like little hammers and metal objects and stuff like that you can use to fight with. And as you see, it's quite brutal. When you hit people, you really hurt them, and blood starts splattering all over the place. Basically, the objective in the demo is kind of to run through these fights and get enough points to fight the kind of champion of the level you're at, so the peasant champion. And then if you beat him, you kind of move on to the next level, where you get access to better equipment. So, I mean, the blunt weapons obviously cause a lot of damage and a lot of blood to splatter everywhere, but later on you get some edge weapons, knives and stuff like that, as a peasant, where you can cause some really nasty damage. You can like cut people's throats and they'll bleed out in front of you and so on. And then you get the axes and the swords once you get to a slightly higher level, and they cause real damage. I've finished this guy off now and I've won the match, and everyone's in a bloody mess on the floor. So I've just jumped on to the champion match now just to show you what it's like. He starts with an axe and a helmet, so I'll try and run and grab a weapon. And then, well, I lose my head. And when you die, you basically have to start again. If you've leveled up to a different rank, you'll go to something called the Abyss, where you have to try and fight your way out of the Abyss. And if you do, you'll get to keep your rank. If you don't, you drop down a rank. I'll quickly show you this as well. It's a knife fight, so see what the knife fighting is like. You see they start bleeding, and yeah, it gets oh. And yeah, if you fall on the floor, it's very hard to get back up, and you'll start getting just chopped into pieces by these guys until you eventually die. I try and get back up. Nope, not gonna happen. Come on. Nah. And I honestly wouldn't want to be this guy now. Oh. Ow. Yeah, I'm dead. Not getting up from that. I did want to show some more as well, but for some reason the audio just stopped working on my recording. But look at, you can do some real damage with these bladed weapons. And it just gets even more bloody the further you get on. And then here you go, look, whoop, there goes his leg. And now he's stuck on my axe. So literally, I got to try and get him off my axe. This game is just something else, honestly. It's crazy. But I think the axe it's got to be my favourite game in this game. You know, look at the stuff you could do. It's just stupid. Yeah, so this is Half Sword. If you kind of like melee games, especially physics-based games, then you might enjoy this. The demo's free on Steam at the moment, so, you know, just jump on and take a look. But I've kept this one short. We'll take a proper look at the game when it actually fully releases. But yeah, if you want to see more like this, just like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye, everyone.